Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another Angles 101 video. Today we're covering Drydock, an old map from 2011 from Gears of War 3, remastered for Gears of War 4. Not much has changed, but there are a few subtle things you gotta take into consideration when you play this map. Number one, if you're playing King of the Hill, make sure you pick up these shock grenades right away, especially if you're the front spawn. You don't know what a front spawn is? It's the guy in front of the team when you spawn into the game. Alright, now most of the angles on this map are all in the middle, mainly the bridge, the torque bow / sniper, and the tri-shot that used to be the mulcher and mortar. So we'll start off with the tri-shot area right here. Number one is this spot right here where you take cover. Make sure that you do not lean against the covers, or sorry, that you do not lean out all the time. Make sure you pull off with a lefty flip. So when your gun is to the left, hold down the left trigger and pull back. Stand like this. That way you are not as exposed. We got that on this side as well. Now when the game starts, and this is what I wanted to show you guys with the shock grenade, when the game starts and you run up here and one of your teammates is already in cover, when you aim at this back pillar and throw the stun grenade, it doesn't matter if it bounces back, it's a perfect spot to throw it at if you want to block the enemy team from running after. So say two people run in, one on either team, they both start fighting here, you come into the second guy and you throw a shock grenade over there. Then they have no reinforcements. They have to back off, otherwise they can get hammered by either the shock grenade or both the shock grenade and obviously covering fire from you or any other teammates. So make sure that you check that pillar. It works with grenades as well. In fact, I'll pick those up right now and I'll show you a good angle to throw those at in case people are camping up there. That's one of the main gripes I have on this map. It's very campy. If you're facing a good team that locks down the spawns, because obviously you have to go up stairways constantly, you're in big trouble. So in order to chuck grenades at this area, just hit this back pillar right here and it'll land, well, except that one of course, it'll land right in the little pocket and anyone who sits there will definitely die unless they have about 600 ping. But let's not talk about that in this video. Now, in order to defend this map properly, you need to watch these staircases at all times. When the whole team is back here waiting, the enemy team can spawn at the torque bow. So it's important to not only watch obviously the middle by aiming up through the cover and shooting through the wall, as it's nobody's business. You do this on both sides. So it's a good idea to start on this side first, so you can shoot anybody going to this box, and then you flip sides. Take cover and shoot again. But in order to cover these areas right here, what you want to do is sit in this corner right here and then aim over cover. And this is a very particular spot. You can't aim over cover on this side, but you can aim past. So it would be just hard aiming past the wall in this case. But if you're on the other side, you can actually duck down and you can aim over the wall and shoot through. So that's just something to keep in mind when you're running up here. People can hard aim you over cover like this with a shotgun as well. So it's a very lethal spot. Make sure you remember that one. Now the middle bridge, the vertical angles, shooting straight down at the grenades. If your teammates are struggling underneath grenades on their side, for example, then you can run over to this side and aim straight down and shoot anybody that gets it. You can even hit the guy with grenades, but that's not really effective because I'm pretty sure all you can see are the legs, and hitting the legs doesn't do all that much damage. Here's another good spot. Sit in the cover. In case the hill is on the torque bow, you can cross people from over here. Obviously you can get crossed from behind or shotgun from behind, so make sure you check back and forth if you do so. But overall, it's a pretty good angle. Works from both ends, of course. Oop. Now the thing about this map is that it's supposed to be symmetrical, but you can tell at the top it's really not. And there's one piece of cover that's missing on this side. that the other side does have is that wall back there. It's pointing up. You can see it. That's on the beach spawn, and this is the store spawn, I guess we can call it. The chow spawn. This one is definitely harder to defend because you have less cover, and also the area that you have cover in is actually smaller. So right here I would recommend to always, when you capture the hill, to instantly run out and keep your eyes on either from this side, like you go up here and you cross down so people actually stay back, and you have somebody back here covering the mid bridge. For this angle right here, you want someone that can go back and forth. This is where I preferably tend to stay all the time. Just stay back here, shoot somebody coming from grenades or the main spawn. In terms of spawns, this map is okay because they allow people to kind of prepare an attack and a defense. Because you can't really spawn close to your team if the hill's back here, for example. Speaking of angles, on this side of cover, you can actually shoot right through. And you might not think this is very effective, but if you're very damaged and the whole team is rushing through here, and you can just land a few shots to your teammates, you might save somebody, or you might save the ring. You know, because it's all about how much damage you can put out without getting shot yourself. Just to show you guys the other side. This is one of the worst hills to defend if you're playing King of the Hill, because it'll be right here and there's absolutely no cover. So my recommendation on this one is to treat it as if it's a middle hill. And my stance on middle hills, like the tri-shot and the torque bow, on this map and other maps obviously as well, is to treat it as, if you can't cap it, just don't let the other enemy team cap it. Just make sure you get the kills, you let it run dry, and just prepare for the next one. But if you do happen to capture it, make sure you run out and you get all these extra angles where you cannot get shot from the top, for example. This is a good place to be because you can kind of like go back and forth between these windows and watch yourself. If they have a sniper, then you can out angle him if he goes on the ledge right there. People tend to sit up there with torque bows, so make sure you watch that. And obviously watch your back in case somebody runs around, but you don't really see many people do that.
Yeah, that's right.
And we got this area right here. Always check, guys, if the hill is back here and you don't know if someone's back there, make sure you rotate around the right side so you have some distance. Because this area is not on the other side of the map. You can see right there where I'm standing right now. You don't have that on the other side, so make sure you keep your eye out for stuff like that. And that pretty much covers Drydock, guys. Make sure you check these angles in private, see what you can come up with yourself. All in all, it's a pretty solid map. It's just very difficult to defend against campers, and it's very easy to camp on. If you're one of those guys that tends to camp a lot, and you're trying to get better at rushing and stuff, this is the type of map to practice on, because if you can push enemy teams on this map, I believe you can do it on pretty much any map, except maybe Blood Drive. But anyway, guys, that's another episode of Angles 101, this time on Drydock. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a comment down below on what you hate or love or hate about Drydock, and I'll make sure I'll read those in the next few days. All right, you guys take care, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. Bye-bye.